Hi, Block 4 and Block 5. This is Mrs. Reed. I am going to show you a few things. Mr. Steinhauser needed a sub, so I'm actually subbing for Mr. Steinhauser and his AP classes since we both teach APUSH. And Ms. Pagdalau is subbing for you. And so we're doing this kind of round robin thing. So I'm actually on campus in room 401 if you need anything. I'll be there during lunch and during Block 7. So feel free to come say hi. I just, because a lot was going on in APUSH, I needed to sub for Mr. Steinhauser. Doesn't mean I love you any less. So anyways, I expect you to all respect Miss Pagdalau and be mindful and do everything she says or I'll hunt you down. But anyways, the point of this is to show you a few things. I wanted to point out on SharePoint and also remind you about a few things that the Al at Purdue link is over here for when you're working on your annotated bibliographies, so don't forget about this. Over under class documents, I'm reminding you about all the awesome things that are here to help you with your annotated bibliography, which is due next class. So here is that check sheet we looked at last time. Down here is the MLA worksheet that's also in your notebook. And these are showing you how to do citations for the annotated bibliography. The Al at Purdue is also your best resource for that. You have notes as well in your notebook. And then here's the research writing process PowerPoint that has the instructions for the annotated bibliography. You also took notes on that in your notebook. So I'm just reminding you where all of this can be found so that there is no excuse for why you don't have it perfect when you turn it in next class. With that being said, don't turn in your annotated bibliography until you get to class. We're actually going to sign you in and take you through the process of submitting it in class. So you don't need to submit it the night before. Okay, hear me loud and clear on that. You don't need to submit your annotated bibliography until the day I see you next, what is that, next Tuesday? No, I won't see you till Wednesday. And that is when you'll be submitting it, okay? So when you're in class. Obviously, it needs to be completed by then, but you'll submit it when you're in class. I also wanted to point out to you, I never showed you this, it's been up here, but under the link over on the left-hand corner, there's a link that's research websites. And if you follow that link, you have to click it a few times. It takes you to Mr. Steinhauser's fancy list of all of his research websites for the different research papers. Not all of this will apply to the college one, but a lot of them do. Here is U.S. News and Report down here that I was telling you about that ranks all the colleges and gives you some interesting information about them. Princeton Review also has similar information. There's Forbes, top colleges. So feel free to check some of this stuff out. Super helpful. Again, not all of it is for the college paper, but still very helpful. Okay, the more important thing I wanted to talk to you today about was how to collaborate on your annotated bibliography with your group partners. So if you head over to Classroom, this is what mine looks like. Yours looks more like this. I've shared the annotated bibliography with you, and I gave it so that you each had your own copy. So if you go over to your drive.google.com, here's mine, you should see your annotated bibliography in there. Now, right now, each of you has your own copy. But in order to work with your group members, you're going to want to share it with each other so that you can actually work on it together so that you all have access to the same document. So step one in that process is to decide out of your group members, whether there's 2 of you or 3 of you, who is in charge of that, who is sort of the leader of the group. And so only one person will go into their Chromebook, open their copy of the annotated bibliography that I gave you. You will have your name up here next to annotated bibliography. And I set up the format for you, your MLA formatting here, and the title. You can then do the rest of it down here. But in order for you guys to be able to work on the same document from different homes, for example, if you live across the county, then that lead person is going to come up here to the right-hand corner and click Share. And you will then enter the email address of the other person in your group, or the other 2 people in your group. And you want them to have the can edit permission there. You don't want these other ones or else they can't actually type into it. So make sure it says can edit. And then you can add your friends. So, first name dot last name at ocsarts.net. If they have another Gmail that they use more, you can use that one. I encourage you to stick with theocsarts.net because it's easier that way. So once you've done that and you click done, then you and your group people will be able to all work on the same document at the same time. Okay. Now the trick then will be next class when I see you again and you're turning in the annotated bibliography, the person who did the sharing will be the person who submits the assignment. Because remember, I don't want duplicate copies. I just want one copy. So that's how you go about working on this remotely if you guys live and aren't getting together to work on this. Of course, my room is available during Block 7, so is Mr. Steinhauser's, so you can work on it there. But I just wanted to remind you the sharing button over here is magic. So if you do need to work on the same document together, share it with each other. If you have any questions, email me or come see me in 401. Bye!